Hey guys, Northern Crusader here once more with Trails of Cold Steel. Last time we did midterms and did a bit of bonding. This time, I've actually sorted out what bonding things I've done. I've chosen to do Eustace, Laura and Alyssa. They get us the notes that I need in the book and they get some good bond points. So we have 3 quests that we can do right now. We have the Old Schoolhouse Mystery and Bornsby Orbital. We also have the Secret Admirer. Now, I'm going to do Bornsby Orbital first, because we need to go to the engineering building anyway. These are actually relatively simple quests, which is kind of fun. Yeah. Hey there, Reen. Thanks for stopping by. Might I ask where Alyssa and Laura are? Those 2 lovely flowers do wonders in brightening up this dreary old building. Let's not make Reen's life even harder than it already is. Sorry, I probably shouldn't think out loud. I still haven't talked to Angelica much, but she's definitely an interesting one. And that aside, your request was for me to assist with testing out the orbital bike, wasn't it? Sorry, I'm just going to do one thing. On me. Yes, of course, lose the audio, don't we? That's a quick thing. Anyway, so what will I be doing? Oh, please. I could hear you making that vroom vroom, those vroom vroom noises before you even stepped through the door. I was not. But wait, does that mean... Yeah, I want you to ride the orbital bike. Me? I can't deny that that's what I wanted this to be, but I expect it to actually happen. I'll give you all the juicy details when we're actually ready to test. Before we start, however, I want to make sure you have the time. So how about it? You ready to ride? Yes, hell yes! Okay, let's ride. Good answer. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about the bike. Everything you see here is something that Angie asked me to build for her. And because of that, the bike's been fine-tuned to meet her specific needs. In a nutshell, it's all Angie. The engine, the brakes, even the handlebars. I see. As you might expect, she and that bike are practically symbiotic. When she's on it, she's a sight to behold. But because we've tuned it specifically to her, it's become a little too tough for anyone else to handle. Think of her as an unruly horse. There's no denying she's a fine bike, but she doesn't play nice with strangers. Right. I'm really hoping I'll make you through this alive. Don't scare him now, Angie. Crow's ridden it just fine. I suppose he's been working on this bike since we started too. Compared to him, you're a complete beginner. Which is great. You'll have a more objective opinion after your ride. I guess it makes sense why you asked me then. Feeling a little nervous, are we? Let's head over to the highway. I actually used to be a biker. Like years ago I had a little moped. And I wanted to be a biker. Never did go anywhere with it because I ended up walking everywhere and the moped didn't get used, So, what's her and Crow doing here? MG and George told us you'd be doing this. So I came along to show some support and take some time off work. My reason isn't quite as sweet as little Toads here. Like I said, this bike's at least partially your baby. Think of me as an overprotective father, making sure you don't mess up and hurt my girl. Sorry, making sure you don't mess up and hurt my girl when you take her out. Thanks. Crow, don't make him any more nervous. Don't worry, Reen. Just ignore everything this guy says. I do, and it's worked great for me. Sorry, guys. I've never noticed that line before. We can rebuild the bike, so stay focused on keeping yourself safe. Right. Thanks. Do you have much experience riding horses? Actually, yeah. You shouldn't have any trouble then. She's a whole different beast, but the basics of riding are the same. So have fun. Thanks, Angelica. That helps. I won't let you down. Okay then, you should be just about that should be just about everything you need to know. I think I get it now. The 3 things you want me to test are starting up the bike, shifting gears and coming to a stop, correct? That's right. Want to see how you handle everything. Let me give you a few pointers. You might not really get them until you're on the bike proper though. Hit me. First of all, you can't ride if you can't get moving, so let's talk about how to get started. Starting the engine is simple enough. How smoothly you ride off will depend on how well you operate the bike's clutch. Once you shift into first gear, open the throttle, then slowly and steadily release the clutch. Release the clutch slowly and steadily when I start moving. Okay, I'll try not to forget. Next step is switching gears. Before switching gears, make sure to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly. When you shift gears, release the clutch slowly and steadily, just like when you start her up. I can do that. Last thing you need to worry about is stopping the bike, which you probably want to know how to do. When you want to slow down, release the throttle and apply the brakes to both wheels, front and back. You're going to want to give each one different amounts of pressure though. Apply the brakes strongly to the front wheel and lightly to the back wheel. That should bring you to a smooth stop. Over that, I'll flip you over the front. Strongly to the front, lightly to the back. That's a lot to remember, but I think I can do this. That's the way. This is all about it's all about learning from experience and getting used to riding on the fly anyway. So what do you say? Ready to go? You bet! The sad thing is, the way they've explained it, you're more likely to flip yourself over than you are to actually stop. Because you're putting all your brake in the front, you stop the front wheel. Right then, first is starting up the engine. Yeah. Wow, this is pretty intense. Kind of reminds me how I felt when I first rode a horse. Right, let's push those nerves to the side and get going. Okay, so pull the clutch level, shift to first gear and twist the throttle. Now that I've done that, all I need to do is let go of the clutch and I'll be moving. Angelica told me how to do this. What did you say again? This is literally a memory test. I do remember what you said. It's release it clutch slowly and steadily. Now I need to make sure I got that right now. I'm paranoid. That, I think, is meant to be like the sign you guy writes. Oh hey, these things do carry on. Okay. There he goes. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he gets back. He's gonna love it. Hopefully. This is a remix of something, it has to be. Also, Sean, you might never watch this, but Redux Oval Bike. Wow, this feels amazing. Amazing at just how stable and smooth the ride is too, considering how heavy it is. I think I'm used to speed now. Let's try switching gears. Right. First I need to roll off the throttle, and then I need to pull in the clutch, change gears, then release it. Angelica told me how to handle this clutch a specific way during all this. What's it again? I love how Heimdall's going. I think it's pulling quickly, release slowly. Alright, I need to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly, then change gears. And after that I need to release the clutch slowly and steadily. There is actually logic here, I can't remember logic, it's been years since I've been biking. There we go, perfect! Listen to that baby purr, oh Christ! That has to be a big engine. Going this fast really does feel great. I get why Angelica was like, going this fast really does feel great. I get why Angelica loves this so much. Well, the fun's got to come to an end eventually. It's probably about time to stop. Obviously you need to hit the brakes, but how much pressure do I put on them? Strongly at the front, lightly at the back. It doesn't make sense to me, because that's more likely to flip you over than anything. I'm pretty sure Angelica said strong on the front brake and light on the rear brake. Then again, I guess the logic is that you kind of don't apply on the back, because then you could tear the frame in two, but then the bike's not very good, that's going to tear the frame in two. Snapped only almost exactly what I expected to, so I guess they're right. This thing's incredible though. I feel like I'm still riding along even though I've come to a stop. I guess I've got to snap out of it eventually. The others are waiting for me. Where's... okay, I hate this bloody gamepad. Anytime I want to behave, thank you. I better head back now. Normal bike, it's a normal bike. You might want to stop the engine rain. Those aren't exactly quiet. Welcome back, Green. Well, how was it? I'm amazed to say the least. The sheer speed, the engine's vibration, and the feeling of the wind as you ride along. I've never experienced anything like it. No amount of horse riding could have prepared me for this. Just wow. Guess you got some potential. Look at this guy. He's trying to act all calm and composed, but his face is just screaming, "Let me go back out and ride." Plain as day. Seems like you handled it really well too, based on your report. I have to admit, I didn't expect those kind of results out of you. It's a pretty unwieldy machine. It's even more impressive considering it was his first ride of it too. Nice to know that I could have a worthy rival waiting in the wings. Now I find you can get that much praise out of Angie. You should pat yourself on the back. It's a real honour. Now, we need to hear some more detailed impressions of each phase. But let's do that back at the engineering building. Good plan. Oh, they're having so much fun with us. Maybe too much. Thanks, Reen. The info you gave me should come in handy. Glad I could help. I think she'll be a much more stable ride from now on. I'll have to be sure to tell Lisa's mother about everything we learned today if they end up mass-producing orbital bikes. Well, Lisa's mother is the chairman of the Rhineford Group, isn't she? Didn't know you were familiar with each other. The Ragnar and Rhineford families share a good relationship, actually. Oh yeah, they're both big names in Aurora, right? Yeah, Angie's dad's one of the group's biggest shareholders too. Wow, they are pretty close. Well, now you know. Lisa's mother provided the engine and a number of other parts of the bike too. So that's how you got your hands on everything. That's right. Although whether or not Rhineford actually mass produce the bike is an entirely different matter. Their biggest goal is to turn a profit, so the only way it's happening is if we can show them that it would make money. Which is why we're currently trying to make it into something that the masses can handle. And today you're a big help in getting close to that goal. Wow, I'd love to see that happen. Looks like you get it. I guess my first impressions of you are right on the mark. Oh, I haven't properly thanked you yet, have I? Thank you for helping us today. Here's a little token of my thanks. Dragon Vein. That's a really good quartz. Are you sure about this? Seems like a really valuable quartz. Of course, I'm sure you'll be able to put it to good use. Well then, Reen, thanks a lot for your help today. I'd like if you could help us out next time we need a hand too. I'll cancel my plans as soon as you ask. Born to be able. That is worth a variable amount of AP. It really does depend on getting all 3 choices correct. Now, it's worth 3, but it's worth 5 if you get everything right. But seeing as we're here, I need to actually talk to you, don't I, George? Behold, the Mobius Quartz! Space elemental quartz creates potency of healing items, which we do actually want. And I want to trade some stuff in, because we've got plenty of stuff if matters. That actually gets it. That gets it in one go. Sweet. Basically at 1.25 each. Now, I don't think I've got anything else I really want. Do you have anything good? Could do with some of those, actually. Doesn't this Saintly Force? Ooh. Alright. I've got to analyze plenty of some of this. I think I've already got Fortuna. EP Cut 1, I don't think I've got. We'll get 2 of these. What else? Chrono Drive. I think we've got. No, we haven't got Chrono Drive, have we? At this rate, I might as well get everything I can. Actually, one I want. Castle would be nice, but we'll save that for another time. Sleep would be fun. What have we got? Impassion. Don't need you. Don't need you. Want you. Anything that's damage over time, I actually want to get. Got Fellas. We could get Sierra. Really? Oh, Frost Edge. We've got 2 of them. Really? Already? Jeez. Petrified, nice. And we actually can't get anything else. It's not really. Earth Pulse is nice. We've already got one. It's just regen. We can do better with Elliot. Can't open any new slots. We'll probably leave that for a while. We will eventually have all these open, and it will pay off. They seem to like scale up. I think, yeah, okay, fine. I do like the old bike though. It's actually really nice that they actually have that kind of thing in it. So, next on our merry list of wonders, we need to go behind the storage building, which is in the Academy Field. And this is kind of a small, adorable little quest. Hello there. Excuse me, is your name Vincent by any chance? Indeed it is. Standing before you is a nobleman overflowing with love and pathos. The one, the only, Vincent Florald. I presume that you are the Cupid I asked the student council to send me. He's quite a character. He really seems to like himself, but that's what I've grown to expect from class 1. I'm no Cupid, but I am here on behalf of the student council, yes. Ha! Then you may still well serve my purpose. Allow me to congratulate you on making your way here. You told me where to go. So based on your request and my new nickname, I assume you want me to find someone for you. Yes, something along those lines. Do you have some time to spare? If so, I shall begin explaining the particulars of my request. Sure. Please elaborate on your request. Ah, fine answer indeed. Although, before we continue... Really? That's your best way of checking. Okay. Whew. Sariffa is currently nowhere to be seen. Now that I think about it, this is kind of an unusual meeting place. Are you hoping to keep this request quiet? Not exactly. I was merely hoping to avoid things getting meddled in. My father sent Sariffa to the academy to keep an eye on me. As you can imagine, her watchfulness can occasionally be rather constraining. Well, there's apart from the meat of the matter. To be blunt, I have received not 1, not 2, but 3 passionate love letters of late, all from a single writer. Curiously, however, the writer's name in question signs with naught but a nom de plume. What I would request of you, my fine fellow, is to find out just which lovely lady is responsible for these. That's reasonable, but I'm sure it's appropriate for me to try to find her. These are anonymous, after all. Do take a moment to think it over. The fact that she chose to use a pen name rather than remaining completely anonymous is proof of a pining, hopeful heart. In fact, I am absolutely certain that she wishes for me to find her. I suppose I have to trust your judgment on this one. What's more, she sent cookies along with her third letter. I would hardly be worthy of the floral name if I did not properly thank her, would I? Yeah, I don't think I could stop you at this point if I tried. Do you have any additional information that would help me pinpoint exactly who we're looking for? I do indeed. The first insight is she is a first year. As a man well versed in the feelings of beautiful women, I was able to deduce this in the respectful tone of her letters. Additionally, the fact that she attached a pressed grand rose at the end of each letter may serve as a hint as well. Grand rose. If I remember correctly, those are the flowers you use when confessing your love to someone, right? Quite. Which brings us to why this is a hint. The only way to obtain a grand rose in Tristan is to purchase it from the town florist. So if we ask the florist, we've purchased one. Precisely! We will be able to discover just which shy maiden has sent these letters to me. Would you take on this task with me then? As long as you don't mind sticking to the plan we just discussed, I don't see why not. I am truly indebted to you. Based on her pseudonym and the use of a grand rose, I can only imagine our lady is a very model of grace. Now that you mention it, what was the name she used? Oh, it seems I neglected to mention that very important detail. She calls herself the Grand Maiden, a nickname taken from the daughter of a baron who married into the imperial family long ago. The emperor at the time was so smitten that he gave her countless numbers of grand roses, and so came the moniker. I see. Can't say I've heard that story before, but it is interesting. But there's no time to stand around thinking about it. I'll head over to the flower shop right away. Very well. I'll leave this matter in your clearly capable hands. Who else can see the payoff coming a mile away? I don't mind if you can see it. I think everyone can see it coming. So, if I can just start walking into things, it'd be nice. Hello, young lady! Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you a question? No, go ahead. Really explain the situation, Jane. Ask about any first years with any investors, any grand roses. Wouldn't be hard to find if I looked at my records, but I'm not exactly sure I should disclose that information with Fee in the background. Understandably so. I don't intend to do anything as information that they don't want me to, though. If they ask me to keep their identity a secret, that's what I'll do. I see. Well, if that's the case, I guess I can help you out. Just remember, though, it's your job to give the Mystery Center your support and nothing more. I wish you the best of luck. This quest is getting pretty complicated at this point. Right. I count 3 first years who've made a Grand Rose purchase recently. In class order, first is Beryl from class 3. Then there's Vivi from class 4 and Rosine from class 5. I see. Thank you very much for the help. The fact that you mentioned Vivi has me worried. I hope she's not trying the same trick on someone else right now. Oh, good luck. Yep, Vivi. Why wouldn't it be? One's up the road here. Rosine? Excuse me, you're Rosine in class 5, aren't you? That's correct. Why do you ask? I have a quick kind of personal question for you. Green explained the situation to Rosine and asked if it was her sent letters, Vincent. Oh no, that certainly wasn't me. I did buy a Grand Rose, but it was for the purpose of decorating the church. Oh, I see. Sorry to ask such an embarrassing question, though. It's fine. One down. I believe we need to go to floors now. Isn't one of them like an art student or something? Because it's club day, so... Vivi. Vivi's year 1. Oh, she's gardening! Oops. It's close. I'm confusing the sisters now, aren't I? Great. Even when I know who I'm not talking about, I'm getting the blighters wrong. Hey, Vivi. What's up, Green? Please I've taken on my feminine charm so you couldn't stand another moment away from me. There's something I'd like to ask you. Blah, blah, blah. Well now, that is pretty interesting. I'm gonna say that's a no. Yeah, I wish it was me, but I'm having too much fun teasing Lynn to set my sights on any boys right now. Of course you are. You did buy a Grand Rose, though. Don't tell me you tricked another poor, unsuspecting soul into helping you torment her. Pretty much! But can you blame me? She falls for it every single time. I can't help myself. You're a monster. Poor Lynn. I can't imagine what she has to deal with with a sister like this. She's saving. Yeah, that's right. I bet sorry, what friend? Yeah, I've read this one before. Last one. Who was the last one? Beryl from class 3. Oh, you. No wonder I don't remember you. Now, I don't think I've talked to her. No, I've talked to her once, or you haven't I? No, twice, because you have a book. These books are everywhere. Yeah. Right. That's the fishing club. So then, why can't I go in here? You're Beryl from class 3, right? I certainly am. What is with her eyes? What do you want from me? Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you. Blah blah. Do I seem like the kind of girl who'd be interested in romance? Yeah, man. I need to purchase a Grand Rose to use it in a ritual. That's all. I see. That answers my question. Now I wonder what about that ritual she mentioned is all about. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Sorry to disturb you. Sometimes it's good to be disturbed. Good day to you. I broke my controller. I've asked all 3 girls the voice told me about, but none of them seem to have sent the letters. I guess the trail's gone cold. I should report back to Vincent for now. Right, place your bets if you can see it coming. I think everyone can at this point. This is gonna be good. Hey Vincent, how's it going? Tell me, did your investigation prove successful? Wait, don't tell me. Have you brought a mystery woman here? Oh, be still, my beating heart. Yeah, about that. I wasn't able to find her in the end. You cannot be serious! You arrested the florist as we discussed? I did. I spoke to all 3 girls who purchased Grand Roses. None of the reasons for doing so had anything to do with you. I can go into detail if you'd like. It matters not. If they do not concern me, then they are simply not my concern. I'm sorry that I wasn't any help. But there is one thing I'm curious about. Where could a girl get a grand rose if she didn't go to the florist? There's no way to tell. Perhaps if the Grand Maiden is a noble, she could have an alternative source. However... Sorry. My darling Vincent, I found you! Who goes there? State your business. The cookies I just baked ended up far more delicious than I ever could have imagined. So delicious that they could only be destined for the lips of my beloved, my elegant, dashing, darling Vincent. Sorry, I'm trying to do Patty and Selma. That sounds nothing like Patty and Selma. What could possess a person to approach another out of nowhere and say such befuddling things? Furthermore, I do not have even the foggiest idea of who you are. Oh, but you do. What if I told you I was the Grand Maiden all along? No way. I can hardly blame you for being speechless with joy. My real name is Margaret Dresden. The lovely grand roses I attached were grown by my family. So that's how you got them. This sounds nothing like she's meant to sound, I'm betting. If you're part of the Baron Dresden's family, then could it mean? Oh, so you know the story. Your suspicions are indeed correct. I, Margarita Dresden, hail from the same family line as the lovely Grand Maiden herself. You know, that's up. Inconceivable! How could you of all people be related to the Grand Maiden? When her beauty pales in comparison to your own. Look, darling, we're already completing each other's thoughts. And yours are oh so sweet. What you said couldn't have been any further from my actual thoughts. Even when you're shy, you're still so wonderful. Seeing the surprise in your handsome face made wishing to reveal my name entirely worth it in the end. God, I can't take the guide seriously. Now, my beautiful Vincent, it is time for you to reply to my love letters. Will you enter a relationship with me? You may choose with one of two replies. I would be delighted, or there would be no greater honour. Sorry, how many options did you say you were giving him? This woman could hardly be more different than the your maiden her letters made her out to be. My only answer for you is a resounding no. Now be gone, and bother me no more. So, that's how it is. Oh, just when I think you couldn't be more adorable. To think you're the sort of man who hides his true feelings away. I beg your pardon? There is no need to fear. Please, have one of these special cookies I prepared. One bite and you'll no longer feel the need to keep your innermost longings out of public view. Don't tell me. You mixed something into your cookies? Oh, but that is for me to know and you to find out. Stay back. Don't come any closer. You! Don't just stand there. I need your aid if I'm to survive. I have no idea how to handle a situation like this either. Don't worry, my darling. There may be a slightly better aftertaste. But it'll be worth it in the end. I've been looking for you, Master Vincent. Saritha! Dare I ask what you are doing in a place like this? Saritha, I beg of you, please, free me from this terrifying situation. If I recall, you are my sweetheart's darling maid, are you not? So this is the Saritha he mentioned. As much as I hate to interrupt the situation at hand, I'm afraid I must. Master Vincent, your presence at the upper class dorm is required at once. A delivery of the utmost importance from Count Thorod awaits you there. Ah, I see. I have no choice. I must go at once. But these cookies are a present of Master Vincent, are they not? In that case, may I ask you to leave them in my hands for now, and I'll make sure he enjoys every last one of them later. Well, if you insist. It seems as though Master Vincent has roped you into this nonsense as well. Hopefully this can dull some of the pain that this annoyance has surely caused you. Prismatic Cape. Thank you. With that, I wish you all a good day. Let us go, Master Vincent. Indeed! That maid may prove to be quite the obstacle. But no matter. There should be plenty of opportunities to woo my darling from here on out. Hehe, I believe it's time to get started on a new batch of cookies. Well, today's been full of unique encounters, to say the least. At least that request is over and done with. Now, I hope I'm right in this regard, that if you go to the upper class dorm, you can actually find them. And I'm going to check this out quickly, because I hope you can. Oh, reminds me. Have a go for you. Blood Surge Chowder. Yep. Tear Bomb. Not exactly what I was looking for, but hey, it's good to have a healing item every now and then. Is he? Yes! Were my suspicions correct then, Sariffa? Very much so. These cookies must have been laced with some sort of stimulant. I can confirm that they're not poisonous, at least. So perhaps you'd still like to try one. Do not joke about such matters! Not one solitary thing in this world or the next will convince me to eat those cookies. There was something intensely terrifying about the manner in which that Margarita woman chased me down, cookie in hand. Really recalling it sends shivers down my spine. This turn of events has Master Vincent trembling like a newborn fawn and jumping at shadows. A tragedy indeed. This cloud may well have a silver lining if it encourages him to stay inside and focus on his studies. I think that also adds Sariffa as a character note. Huh. There we go. Yep. I believe that does actually add... Okay. I believe that does add something later on as well. But, yeah, we're actually really far along. So I'm going to call that there. Next time we're going to deal with the last bit in Trista, and then we're going to move on to the old schoolhouse mystery again. So, I hope you enjoyed this part, folks. I will catch you next time when we go. Oh, that reminds me, actually. Last thing. New quarters, actually. No, we'll go over it next time. It's going to be there video at the start. Next time, we're going to cover the old schoolhouse mystery. And I'll see you next time, folks. I've been Northern Crusader. And I'll see you next time for more Trails of Cold Steel. Have a good one.